Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Deb. I'm going to give people a second to hop on to our live Wednesday training today. Hope everybody's having a good week. We have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 more days in this amazing, phenomenal month that we are in. Our big record-breaking month. We crossed over the 2,000 threshold. Now we have 2,000 people in our group. And of course, you guys know we hit our all-time record high. We we had hit 1,000,000. Last I looked last night or this morning, I can't remember. We were at 1,100,000 something. So I am pretty sure it's going to keep growing because these last few days of the month always seem to get a lot of sales in. So that is really, really exciting. So I hope everybody is meeting their goals of what they wanted. I hope you guys have written down your sales of how many points you're trying to earn towards Punta Cana, because remember the points started on the 15th. So your parties and sales for after the 15th count towards that. So hopefully you're racking up those points from sales and enrolling and meeting all your expectations for the different things you're trying to earn this month. So let's talk. Okay, we got about 20 people on here. So we have a lot of cool things going on right now, right? Oh, wait, one thing before I start. Foundation sets. It was posted in the stylist group, and it's supposed to be coming out through an email, I was told, but I have not seen the email. They're going to start a new, before they would do foundation sets at the end of the month. Now they will, the first Monday of the month, they will announce it, and so it can come out on Tuesday. So be ready for that. Next Monday, they'll announce for Tuesday for it to come out. That's the new way they're doing it. And it was asked, some people have asked, well, why don't all of our foundation sets come out at the same time? Let's say, I know October has fit in Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We have the Breast Cancer Awareness strips, but it's not always the case. I think Adoption Month might have been that way and some other ones. And the reason they do that is intentional. They want some of these, they want to make conversation outside of that 1 month. If we all focus on it that month, then what about the rest of the year? So why not spread love to the people who are, with that foundation near and dear to their heart? And so that is their intention, to strike up conversations outside of just the month that the country recognizes it. So in case people ever ask, well, is this set being offered this month when it's not, like today is what, National Lipstick Day? Well, we wear lipstick the rest of the other 364 days, right? So let's not just all buy and wear lipstick today. I'm more of a lip gloss person. Okay, so that's a little thing on the foundation set. So now let's get to some Wednesday training for you guys. There's so many incentives. Last week we talked about all the amazing things going on right now. I just feel like we are in like this super energetic point of Color Street. I mean, it's been ramping up and ramping up and ramping up, but I feel like we're on like this rocket ship right now. We are flying and we're not looking back. I mean, I feel a different energy. I feel they're offering so many things. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys feel, especially those of you who have been here. I mean, all along it's been exciting, but there is something. Oh, Carrie Harris, you're funny. I can't look at comments or I get distracted. There's something different about what's happening right now. So, so with that said, they have all sorts of incentives. So my recommendation and what I want to talk about today is finding a pacing partner. All right. So let's talk about what that means for a minute. Think about something you've done in your life. You want to try something new. I don't know about you guys, but when I try something new, I typically want a partner. I may be nervous to do it alone. I want to do it so bad, but I'm scared that what if I don't do it? What if I try it and I fail? So the same can be true with your business. But think of what that thing is you want to do. And would it be more fun to do it with a friend? To get excited when you do it? Who do you call when the times are hard? So years ago, when I trained for my first marathon, and I've told this story before, I think I'd been running 3 miles, and I did my first 5K with a teaching friend in June. And I finished that 5K, and it was the first time I'd ever run 3.3 miles. And I crossed that finish line. And I looked at my husband, I go, I want to do a marathon now. Like, I don't know what it was. I don't have as much of a desire to run that far anymore. I feel pretty good. I did a 9 mile run this summer. I felt pretty good about that. But I had this strong desire of, I want to do this marathon, but I was so scared. It was a totally random decision I made. I wanted it, and I'm a pretty disciplined person. So I joined a group of a bunch of people I didn't know. I got a book, I got a training manual outlined. I followed it to the T of every run I was supposed to have every day of the week for 18 weeks. And all was fine. But then you have like those long runs you have to do on the weekend. I mean, I'd have to run, well, at the time, my first long one was 6 miles. I'd never run that far. 6, then 7, then 8, and you're building all the way up to 20 miles because they never want you to do the full 26. Maybe we built up to 22. I can't remember. But I did it with one of my high school friends. We both lived in Illinois at the time. So on those Saturday long runs, we would do those together. During the week, we would go on our own, but those long ones, we would save all of our conversation during the week of what was going on with our lives. Neither of us had kids at the time. We would save it so we knew we could talk for anywhere from 1 to 4 hours, depending how long that run was. Some days I didn't want to do it. Some days she didn't want to do it. Some days you get to that point and you're in those really long runs, and it took everything for the other person to be like, no, we can do this. No, I know we can do this. So we celebrated those victories along the way. If we didn't, there's no bathroom on that 4 mile run. So we made it through without having to go to the bathroom, or we made it through without stopping to walk, or, all those different little victories along the way. We had to do it together because both of us had the exact same goal. We had the same goal of finishing the marathon. Now, at some point, at the beginning, we kind of had a different pace. I thought I wanted to run faster. She wanted to run slower. But when all ended up, we still paired together and we still ran those long runs. We ended up running the whole thing together. I went a little slower and she went a little faster, and we kind of met in the middle with our pace. So our ultimate goal made us the perfect match together. And I loved every second of it with her. So I want you to think of your Color Street business the same way. Finding a pacing partner is somebody different from necessarily someone on your team, different from maybe your upline, different from maybe someone in your downline. Maybe it's somebody else and a totally different leg of Beautifully Polished. Maybe it is someone that you've met on a Color Street trip or something, and she's not even on our team. But what you want from a pacing partner is typically 2 people in the same company. You're going to want to pick someone in Color Street, right? That are, approximately the same level. It could be someone that's a team leader and somebody who's just about a director, approximately the same level in the company, but you have that same mutual benefit from each other. You have the same, you want the same thing in the end. Ideally, if you are the same rank, you're both working hard to get it director, or you're both working hard to get to senior stylist, or you're both working hard to get to, executive. Or maybe, again, we have so many incentives. Maybe you're going to find a partner that wants to hustle for the holiday, and you have $300 of sales in, and you need $1,700 more sales by the end of August to hit that. So what are you going to do? So maybe it's someone that you'll pace with for that. Maybe it's someone that you want to pace with because for Punta Cana, you're going to have to be working your business. Maybe it's for Circle of Excellence. We have all of these amazing things being offered to us. And if you have that person, your cheerleader, this person can give you advice. They're going to be your biggest advocate. They're going to coach you on those hard days. They're going to be your most honest critic, just like you are going to be for them. Remember, it's a mutual thing. You are wanting that same goal. So you guys are going to be building each other up so you can both get to that same place. The biggest key is your pacing partner always has your best interest at heart, just like you do hers. All right. you're not getting anything from the other person hitting something. It's not like you're saying, oh my gosh, you have to hit this. And she's going to go, does she want me to just hit that because she's going to benefit from it? Which I hope nobody thinks that to begin with on things, but that can happen. That's life. Sometimes people think that someone's rooting them on because they're going to benefit from it. And in this case, it's not. It's going to be you guys are both going to benefit from each other, or from what you're both working for. So I'm just going to use Punta Cana. So there's nothing about hitting Punta Cana as an upline, downline, cross line. No one's benefiting from each other in the sense of earning that trip. Yes, if you are enrolling and your sales are high, then yeah, I suppose depending where, your upline would be benefiting, making more money. But, that's the idea of the trip is we're not breaking it down that way. You are looking at it with someone else who wants that trip. You have her best interest in heart that she is going to be in Punta Cana, and you guys are switched. So you both are working at that same thing so you can be on that trip together. You pull each other up on the hard days. You keep each other from sinking on the hard days. When they call and they book 2 nail bars for next week, and they call you or text you, and you're going to be super excited for them. And then you guys are maybe, okay, well, this party was a flop. What am I going to do? Because I need higher sales. And they're going to work with you to get those sales higher. Give you ideas. Hey, why don't you try this? Try this. Get in this group. Watch this training that I've seen. I think you might need to improve your hostess coaching. You guys can talk about things and share things, and like that would help her get her sales higher. Then let's say maybe she's struggling with enrolling somebody for Punta Cana. So you're saying to her, have you tried? How many people have you reached out to this week? And that's where pacing partners, that's where accountability comes in too, you guys. You might think in your head, ooh, I talked to a lot of people about the business this week. But when she calls you and you say, I haven't sponsored anybody, and she says, how many people have you talked to? And you go, well, I posted it in my VIP group, see if anybody would want to do it with me. It's not what she asked. She asked, how many people have you specifically, personally reached out to? She's going to hold you accountable for that. Okay, well, if you've reached out to 2 people, that's probably not enough people to get a yes. So how about if you reach out to maybe 20 more people, and then, then let's talk again. So you want your pacing partner to be a person who is going to be excited for you, but also makes you hold yourself accountable and isn't afraid to give you maybe the words like, I don't think you talk to enough people. I think you really have to get out there and talk to more people. I don't think talking to 2 people is going to get you 2 new stylists. You have to talk to more than that. So you want them to give you the hard words in whichever way you take it. And you'll learn that about each other. I'm more of I have no problem with being honest with somebody at all, but I'm going to say it in a nice way. I'm not just going to go right in their face, So you want to find a person that your personalities go well together too. If someone has a really hard time being honest and you need that honesty, maybe that's not the best matchup. But if another person is more abrasive about it and you tend to pull back if they're abrasive, that may not be your best bet either. So, you can almost, I don't want to say do pacing partner interviews, but you kind of can. You can, you can even post like in the comments of this live today, post, hey, looking for a pacing partner for hustle for the holidays. I want to make sure I get my $2,000 of sales in. And then someone else could come in, and then you guys talk. You guys could call each other or talk a little bit through Messenger, kind of see what both your goals are. Okay, I want to hit this. So far I've been doing a couple parties a month, but I don't think it's quite enough. Then the other girl might say, well, I haven't even started my business yet. I tried it, but it's really not working. Well, maybe that's not the best pacing partner match. If you have one person who is working their business and trying, the other person who wants it, but isn't really putting anything on their calendar to get it, you want to find that match where you can tell, okay, we're both working at this legitimately. We both, we know we're booking parties. Not to say the person who doesn't have anything on their calendar can't find a pacing partner. they may find someone else that has also been like, gosh, I really want this, but I don't really know where to begin. Then those two come together and they can start challenging each other. So it does, just because you haven't started your business doesn't mean there isn't a pacing partner out there for you. You just have to find the one where you guys are starting from the same point and you're, okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's both try a live today for our first time in our VIP group. Okay, now let's call 20 people or text 20 people and see how many nail bars we can get. And then you check in again. So you can find people who, at all different places in our team that are wanting all different things. So, I see Sam already commented and said she's looking for a pacing partner for Punta Cana. So that's perfect. That's where you guys can start making connections. Again, they do not have to be on your own leg of the team. They could be in any leg of Beautifully Polished, as long as you have, that the same intention in mind. So again, what do you do once you have this pacing partner? I would for sure be checking in weekly. You're building rapport, you're building relationship, see what each other's schedules are. Many people work full-time outside of our job, out of Color Street. So you have to see what works well with you. If you have someone that's working days and someone that works nights, maybe they're not the best combination together, unless they both know, okay, well, we can both, work through Messenger with each other, during this time frame. So again, kind of interview them when you talk to them. Hey, I'm looking for someone to pace for Punta Cana. I know I would love to be able to chat with somebody 3 times a week. And she says, I was really looking for maybe 1 time a week. Okay. Can you compromise there? Do you think you can work something out, or do you want to then try somebody else? Again, you want this to be a positive experience for both of you. So you do kind of have to figure these things out when you come together. What's your goal? What are you willing to do? You want to hit Punta Cana. Are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to do 6 nail bars in a month, 8 nail bars in a month? Are you willing to, bring on 2 people a month? So finding out from them what they want. So you're checking in with each other weekly, or, however often you want. But again, establish how often you want to meet. Schedule them. You want to say, okay, well, let's plan on talking every Monday and Thursday. We'll check in at the beginning of the week to see what our week looks like. Then let's check in again on Thursday to make sure everything is going good. And maybe that's going to be whatever, a 15, 30-minute phone call when you're on the phone together. And then, okay, in between there, maybe we're going to text each other. All right. Now, another thing to remember is holding each other accountable with grace. Life happens, and we all know that. Everybody has the best intentions. What if all of a sudden you have this pacing partner, something in her life happens, and she doesn't get to do what she said that week? Give her some grace, right? Okay, you're going to help pick her up, and then the next week you go back to, okay, let's see where we are again. We're all going to have those days. This is a long, it's, now we're really into August, September, October, November, December, January. If you're picking a Punta Cana pacing partner, that's a 6-month period. I promise you there's going to be a time your pacing partner says, oh my gosh, I'm really stressed out right now. I've got to walk away from my business for the week or a few days. And that's okay. Let them do it. All right. But you're there for them when they come back to it and then say, okay, now I didn't do anything the past 5 days. Now I know I got to make up for it because I really got to make sure I'm getting my points. So why would you want to have one? They can be your biggest cheerleader. They can challenge you to make the impossible possible because they're going to make you held accountable. In a sense, think of, so many of us have had a boss at work at some point in our lives, right? That what your jobs are. If you don't do them, you get fired. Well, guess what? In our job, as long as you follow the P&P, you're not going to get fired, right? If you don't put sales in, but every 6 months, $300 every 6 months, you're not getting fired, right? So some of us need that accountability of, I need tasks. I really need that person making sure it's happening, because it just seems like I can't even imagine getting to Punta Cana. It just seems too big for me. But if you guys break it down from Sherry's call and you have it written down, and you and your pacing partner are checking in with each other, and you're booking nail bars and you're talking to people and you're seeing you're getting points, and all of a sudden that impossible is possible because now you have somebody who isn't going to fire you, but if you don't do what you said you're going to do, they're going to be there to be that voice. This little person over here going, you always see those cartoons, with the angel and the devil. They're going to be as the devil's over there going, come on, let's go to the beach today. Come on, let's go play today. And this one over here is saying, I think you should book another nail bar if you want that other point. We're going to listen to both of them, but let your pacing partner be the one to say, okay, so you went to the beach, but now what are you going to do to make up for it? You took that time off. Like yesterday, I didn't work a whole lot. I didn't work my business yesterday that much. But then today, I woke up at 5 in the morning and other than going for a quick run, I've worked from 5 to 12. So I made up for yesterday, getting some stuff done that I was supposed to have yesterday. I got it done today. And so that's okay. You want your pacing partner to be able to challenge you and hold you accountable. You want your pacing partner to celebrate milestones, big or small. Again, I'm not going to be able to see if me or one of your leaders is giving Fiesta Friday celebrations. We're not going to know that you called 20 people and set up one nail bar, but your pacing partner could celebrate you. Oh my gosh, Jenny called 20 people and was able to schedule a nail bar. Good for her for not giving up and for being persistent. That's what a pacing partner, they're going to know the finer details that we're not going to be able to see in our back office. They're going to be able to celebrate, oh my gosh, Jenny just had the longest week at her other job. It was really difficult. There was a lot of struggles there, but she pulled out of it, and her attitude with her Color Street business picked her up out of there. So I just want to celebrate Jenny this week, saying, way to keep such a positive attitude about life, and keeping a positive attitude with your Color Street business, something to that. They can celebrate those things with you that you're going through on a weekly basis. They're making sure that your goals remain a priority. If they know Punta Cana is your goal, because again, it's easy for you to say, I want to achieve Punta Cana, and never write anything down, never know what you need, and then all of a sudden you go, well, I didn't achieve it. Well, you probably needed some goals, because no, it's not going to just happen. Same with even if your goal is to BQ every month. If your goal is to BQ every month selling $300, you should probably be holding at least one nail bar. So the person who says, well, I want to BQ every month, but they might just post in their VIP group. They might, reach out to a couple of people and send them twosies. That's probably not going to get you $300 of sales if you're not doing something more than that. So your pacing partner is going to help you remember, hey, your goal is $300 a month. So I think you better get on the phone to get at least 2 nail bars. So that way you might even be over $300 if you have 2 $300 parties. So again, they're making sure your goals stay up here and don't get squashed down here. All right. And maybe in that conversation you have at the beginning is, okay, how much do you want me to push you? Because sometimes people will be like, well, they're pushing me so much. I don't like that. I don't like that. Well, you let them know, you know what, on a scale from 1 to 10, I want this a 10. So I need you to push me a 10. On my days that I'm feeling like it's a 1 and I'm thinking this is hopeless, I want you pushing me to the 10. Even if I say to you, I just can't do it, I can't do it. Nope, I'm done trying. I still want you to push me at a 10 because I know I want this bad, and I know I'll regret it if I don't hit it. So these are all conversations that you have with your pacing partner right off the bat. So you guys know how much to push each other, and then maybe even come up with a safe word. Let's say something's happened in your family and it's just a really bad day and you're supposed to talk, and you go in kind of with that attitude of, yeah, I didn't get this done, but it's not a day that you can handle being pushed. It's just not. We all have those days that if I'm supposed to meet with my pacing partner and I've just it's just not a day. Other days you can handle the pushing, but every once in a while we can't. You need to have that safe word of, you know what, today is a day. Let's say it's code red. It's been a bad family day today. I can't handle the pushing. What I need more from you today is just some motivation. Don't push me and give me tasks. Just motivate me today to get me back to that place of feeling really good about my business. And one of the last reasons to have a pacing partner is so you don't have to do it alone. You can do it with somebody else. Why wouldn't you? Again, I've always been a team person. I always like doing things with other people. To me, it's more fun. If I signed up for a committee, I would sign up with a friend. I never wanted to lead it myself. I wanted to co-lead because I always want that person where we can work better together because we both have things we can offer each other and we can work off each other's strengths and weaknesses. So not everybody is like that. Some people like to do things on their own. If you're that person, it might take you a little getting used to work with a pacing partner, to have somebody there to share ideas with. But if you're the person who likes that, this really is a great thing for you. And not to say the person who likes to work alone won't end up loving having somebody to help you be accountable. So here's my challenge to you. I want you to take some time again. I know we say it all the time. I think I've said it every training, every week lately, to think about your goals and what are they. All right. Maybe it's one of the incentives. Maybe it's to BQ to get your back office for free. Maybe it is, like I said, hustle for the holidays. Maybe it's to hit circle of excellence. Maybe it's Punta Cana. Maybe it's to go on that become a senior director, to go on that retreat, whenever that will be. Maybe it's the home office experience. Maybe it's to hit enhanced commission every month. Maybe it's to become a team leader. Maybe it's to become a director. There's so many different things, you guys. So many different things that could be your goals. And then find the pacing partner that wants those same goals too. And then you guys can work together. You know, my pacing partner is someone not in our team. Mine is Angelique Hicks, who's come in and trained for us before. She's on CJ Summers' team. And we were the same rank, and we got put together at a retreat, and we have hit it off so well. We message each other. We're there on the high days. We're there on the low days. We call to celebrate. We call when we're struggling. But it's made my job a heck of a lot more fun to have her with me and I know I can call someone that will understand what I'm going through right now at my struggles, because everybody goes through different things, you know, depending where you are in your business. And she'll understand, and she might listen to me for a minute, but then she's going to kick my butt into gear to tell me to get over it and to keep going. So my challenge is figure out your goals. And then, like I said, you can post right in here if you want, or if you think you have an idea of somebody, or you could reach out to your upline and say, hey, this is my goal. Do you know of anybody that you think I'd be a good match with? And there's plenty of leaders on our team that know people outside of your leg, across our team, that might know the perfect. I've actually messaged people before and said, hey, you know what? I see you are close to senior director. I really think you and this person would make really good pacing partners because I know you're on the same path. I know you have similar styles. I can see you guys are both doing this, this, and this. You know, so your upline may have a good person for you that they could see that wants the same things. So feel free to reach out to them as well. But I highly advise everybody everybody who has their goals right now on your Post-it notes, who I loved ripping many of mine off the other day, to find that person and build that relationship. All right. And, you know, like I said, interview them, make sure it's a right working relationship. And you may get a few weeks in and go, nah, this doesn't work for me. And that's okay. Sorry. But I challenge you to try it and see how it makes you feel. All right, let me look over here. Lots of things written over here. Okay, you have to put work in. Exactly. These things you're trying to achieve don't just happen from making posts. You have to do more. Has to be follow-up. Thank you for everything you do for me. Oh, you're the best pacing partner. That's nice. Rebecca and Sam. Love that you're expanding on this to include all the emotion. Yes. Yeah, you guys, there's a lot of emotion that goes in with our job. Absolutely. Our job is not all up here. We all have struggles, like with any job, but our job in particular can play a lot of mind games with you. You know, there's great days, but then there's the days that you're like, oh, this isn't going right. I really wanted that good party, Oh, this girl said she was going to sign up and change your mind. Oh, she said she was going to have a nail bar and canceled. Every one of us have been there. I don't know anybody that hasn't had cancellations and things that didn't work the way they thought they were going to work. So that's where, you know, having somebody been able to pull you out. I like the safe word idea too. Yeah. I think that definitely helps because there are days, like I said, you can handle it. I want pushing, and there's other days, don't push me today because I'll have a mental breakdown. um, yes, I'm the one who needs the push. We all need pushes. All of us do. So let's see. Good, good, good. Accountability. Love it. Good. Okay, so it looks like we have lots of people who are interested in wanting to do it. This could give people an extra push. Absolutely. Right. When you're accountable to yourself, it's totally easy, Melissa. I mean, when there's nobody to check on it, sometimes it's easy to go, forget about it. I mean, but then when you know, like again, always go back to my Wednesday training. If you guys weren't showing up, I'd be like, do I really have to do it? But I know, again, I'm going on 1 year doing this Wednesday training, 1 year now since February. As soon as I put it out there, I knew, okay, I have to be reliable, I have to be responsible, I have to be accountable. And I've done it minus a few times because of traveling or something. Um, I needed to put it out there to hold myself accountable to make sure I was coming in every single week instead of just going, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. So for sure, it's always easier when you know people are counting on you and you have that relationship. All right. So, whoops. So I hope that helps you guys. And I really, like I said, find a pacing partner in this or reach out to people and let's get you guys connected within our team. I think it's going to be great. We might even, now that I think about it, which you can put it in here, but we might even have an album for another time we were talking about pacing partners. There could be. So we could bring that album back up and people could comment in there. I'm pretty sure we do. So I hope you guys find the right person and let them help you and you help them reach your dreams. Okay, you guys, we can all do this. Oh, I have a cute quote. Just a sec. Let me pull it up. I liked this quote. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Roses are red, violets are blue. Business is more fun when I do it with you. So that's a cute little poem you can keep up there with your pacing partner's name. All right. So everybody have a great day today, you guys, and enjoy your last 3 days of our $1 million month and wrap up the way you want to with your rank and your sales and your enrolling. Okay. Oh, thanks everybody. Have a great day.